Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival 1.8. My name is Spanj. So what is then left to do now? What is then left to do? We've got ourselves a nice base. We've got ourselves a nice ship. We've got ourselves a combat ship capable of, dealing with most things. I suppose we could continue to build up bigger and mightier ships and then just try and find bigger and mightier ships to conquer. But essentially the concept and the gameplay loop is the same as what we've already done. I mean, one of the other things you can do is go around and try and collect all the explorer tokens. For example, this is an ocean planet. Pretty sure these were removed from the game, but there we go. I've never been on an ocean planet before, so just by flying into the atmosphere, it's awarded me a explorer token. There's a grand total of absolutely nothing down on this planet, apart from 3 Erestrum deposits. A Polaris something or other. A lot of deposits, but it is also a large planet, so it's going to take ages to fly around, and I'm not particularly interested, to be honest. So, in order to get all the explorer tokens, there's quite a few. There's like 50 something or other. You have to go onto every single planet type, into every single star type as well, and you'll get a reward, an explorer token for each one. I was like, why am I not going up? I don't know what's going on. Let's get out of the atmosphere. So there's planet types, star types. There's also resources as well. So if you find each type of resource and you put it in your inventory, it will count. So there's a lava nascent moon over there. It's 3.91 Gs, so I'm a little bit worried about it. But what we can do, I'll show you a little technique that we can do in order to see whether the ship can handle it. You'll notice I've got my ray tracer strapped to the back of the region here. Very haphazardly, but actually it works quite nicely, and I didn't even need to modify the build at all. It's got the docking ports already on the sort of rear section. I don't know if you can see it from there, but it is connected to the rear wing of the Regent by the native docking ports that the blueprint has. I didn't need to add anything. The Regent was perfectly engineered for carrying the ray tracer, it would appear. This is a very pretty looking planet. I gotta say, the light coming off that atmosphere looks awesome. Let's get a full screenshot of that. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. I like that. So yes, this is a 4G planet. Now, it can be pretty dangerous to go and approach one of these because ultimately you don't know whether you've got the lift thrust to deal with it. But if you fly towards it with the stats page open here at the bottom, the remaining cargo lift available actually adjusts the closer you get to the planet. So you notice that it's 4 kilotons and falling right now, and we're about 600 meters from this planet. 2 kilotons, 1 kiloton. Okay, we're going to turn inertia on and bring the ship to a halt here, right above the atmosphere, at about 200 meters there. 400 tons. We're actually falling now, I believe, to the planet. No, we're steady. The thrusters are holding us. The thrusters are holding us because we've got 448 tons of remaining cargo lift. If we approach the planet right to the very periphery of that atmosphere. Okay, let's give ourselves a bit more breathing room here. You can see, we'll see if we can get it at like 10 meters or something. And that's 20. That's 10. And you notice how the number is reducing now because the thrusters are no longer holding us. Our cargo lift available is minus 780 tons. So with the ray tracer on the back there, we will not be able to actually go into this planet without falling to the ground and getting stuck. So let's just lift off a little bit here, give ourselves a bit of space. And I think what we're going to do is take the ray tracer off the back, just leave it up here in space, and see if then we've got enough cargo lift from that. We can fit through this gap if I just rotate, and we can get the roof access. And, oh, that turns us around for some reason, and away we go. So yeah, here it is. I'll show you. That's where the docking ports are. Landing gears, whatever you want to call them. Simply just drive it forward to undock. We can power it off. It shouldn't get any attention while it's powered off. And also the playfields pause while you're not in them, so don't worry about leaving stuff in space. It's pretty safe in single player, at least anyway. Alright, so now we've not got the extra weight of the ray tracer. Let's see what our cargo lift is now on this 4G planet. Can the Regent deal with a 4G planet? This is a big question, actually. I've not tested it on a 4G before. This is new. Okay, we're about 100. Falling a lot quicker. 40, 30, 20. Oh, God. You know what? I accidentally go into atmosphere. That would be an absolute disaster. 3.18 kilotons of spare cargo left. Ah, yeah, easy. This thing will freaking fly around in there like nobody's business. No, we don't have a combat ship strapped to the back. It's all good. There we go. There's the lava nascent explorer token. Fantastic. Now, I think... I don't think there's anything on this planet. Usually there's quite a high Xerax presence on lava nascent stuff, but I think it's just the moons. The planets themselves are extremely boring. There's another little trick I like to do, and it's a little... Well, I mean, I'll leave it up to you guys whether you think it is or not, but it's a little cheaty. If you want to know... Because, you know, these planets are massive, large planets. You could spend an hour flying around this thing and not find anything, right? So you want to save yourself a little bit of time and effort and tears. There's a little command that you can run to see if there is actually anything worthwhile on this planet, and it is simply ents minus all. And this gives you a list of all the POIs on the planet, including yourself. It gives you a list of everything. So right now we can see that my stuff is at the top. So you got me, the Regent, Nightshade, blah 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 blah, and then you got Logistics Hub, Polaris. So there's a Polaris Logistics Hub somewhere. Chaldean Ink by the colonists. Bunch of other Polaris stuff here. Then we got small wreckages, nests, old farm, crashed shuttle, submerged tank. Right at the bottom there you got an abandoned assembly and an abandoned depot. Somewhere on this planet is an abandoned assembly and abandoned depot. So if you see something like that and you're like, oh, actually that would be, you know, interesting to go and see, then you know that it's worthwhile trying to explore the planet and stuff like that. So it's just a little time saver, and like I said, you can decide for yourself whether you think that's cheating or not. I mean, if you want to fly around a large planet for an hour and not find anything, that's up to you. Some of us don't have that kind of time, but it can really save you a lot of time on whether a planet is worth the effort or not. Of course, if you're down there for resources, then that's something different. You can see straight away what resources are on there from the map, and then go and find them that way. I only use the ents command to see if it's actually anything worth going down there for. Once I see that there is, then I'll go looking for it. Right. So now we've got to redock the ray tracer here to the Regent. But I think that's pretty much it. There is a forest moon over here, but I'm not sure moons count. We might have to go and check that out. There's an ice moon. There's two ice moons, sorry. A barren and two barren moon. We've definitely got a barren moon. We've been on one of those before. I'm not sure we got an explorer token for them. Let's redock. Let's go to this forest moon. Let's see if we get a token for that. Forest moon does get you an explorer token, so moons count as well. So yes, planets and moons are the one way to get the explorer tokens. The other way is actually factions. So we meet most of the factions through sort of doing the story missions and stuff like that. But there are a bunch of other factions that just remain unknown. So the Creel are definitely one. Possibly the Tesh. Also, I'm not sure if the Tesh actually appear with reputation. I suspect they don't. I think they are always enemies. So the Creel are definitely one. I think this might be the Trazari or one of those Wastelander sort of factions. Not Wastelanders, Warlord factions. And then we've got the Abyssal and Surdu Xerax factions at the bottom there as well. So I think we will have Creel, maybe Trazari, and the two Xerax still to discover. So one of the best ways to try and find those things is actually to spot these ships that are sort of outlying systems. So this is a system that's not in any kind of territory here. So we'll get all sorts of stuff here. We'll get Xerax, we'll get Pirates, Polaris. There's a Luark station that doesn't have any faction at all, so that's just bad. But let's have a look. This one over here, I'm hoping is something. because the white ones over there are probably colonist. Now this could be that. The yellow one is definitely pirate. That could be Xerax. This could be Xerax, or it could be something else entirely. Skarmakar. Skarmakar. Okay, so the Scar faction, yeah, is not someone I've encountered before. I don't know what I'm running into here. It's also not come up as a new faction yet. So, despite the fact that I've actually just discovered them, the Skarmakar is not interested in being friends. Does have shields though, and is shooting back. Should probably get the old ray tracer out for stuff like this. I don't know what I'm fighting. But at 1 kilometer range, it's struggling to hit me. I wanted to pick up the faction, but it may be that I need to board them in order to do that, possibly. Oh yeah, now it's got some firepower. Getting some laserage. It's getting some plasmas. It's getting all sorts of stuff firing back at me. But one thing the Regent is actually pretty good at is maneuvering. It's pretty quick, really. It's very underarmed, but is able to get out of trouble very quickly. So the Skarmakar. The Skarmakar is fun to say. And definitely give it that. But I'm going to be here for about an hour trying to down shields with 2 flat cannons and a missile launcher. And it's not giving me a hey, you've met this faction, congratulations message. It's I don't know if it's one of the factions that we can meet then in that case. Perhaps it's one of the other ones, and Scar is just one of the rando warlord factions that just happen to be about. I want a closer look at this. It looks a lot like my ray tracer, if I'm honest. Doesn't it? Kind of cool looking. A little boat. Quite small. Plasmas and flaks and stuff. Don't worry about the ship on the back. While ships are docked, they are indestructible, basically. So, yeah, the shots will just go through it, as you can see. They're just going through the ray tracer. It's so that you can't armor a ship with docked vessels. So you imagine you could have, like, a bunch of docked vessels on a ship that are just pure armor. And use that as just extra non-CPU counting armor. But anyway, there we go. So Scar stuff. Here's a Trizari thing here. Light auto defense. Holy shit, that's light. Are you kidding me right now? My god. Alright, well it's not shielded, so I suppose it's reasonably light, actually, but the yellow shots coming off of that look almost like legacy disruptors, or at least Xerax ion cannons, the actual ion ones. Bloody hell. But again, they've not actually triggered a discovered faction. Here's an explorer token either, so I'm a little bit confused now. I'm pretty sure the Trizari was going to be one of them. Maybe I need to actually board these things, I'm not sure, but again, trying to take this thing on with flaks and a single rocket turret is probably going to take about an hour to defang it. That's some serious firepower. I want to get in for a closer look. 700 meters out. It's probably going to down my shields really quick getting this close to it, but have a little gooseberry at this. Oh, hello. I wonder where those green lasers are coming from. I don't see where they're coming from. Oh, it is like, yeah, it is legacy disruptors by the look of it. That's cheeky. Cheeky. Alright. So can we get out of the legacy disruptor range or firing arc by being at this position? It does look like it, actually. Oh no, maybe I just need to be up a bit, closer a bit. Yeah, but now, my gats are firing. They're quite happy. Everything else is having a little struggle right now. There you go, I can get into a position where they don't shoot me. Maybe I can just orbit the station. The only thing that seems to be hitting me right now... Oh, no. They're on that side as well, look. You don't like those things. They make shields sad. Make shields sad. Yeah, there we go, look. Actually, my gats are able to shoot them with impunity right now, which is very nice. Even my sentries are getting involved. I love that. Yeah, so I'm not getting any like reputation or anything going down for the Trizari, so I'm guessing they're also like a non-faction faction. You know what I mean? We got any flak ammo left? Oh yeah, there we go. Have at it, boys. I know it's shooting back. I'll keep an eye on the shields. They're holding at 55% right now. You can do this. Honestly, guys, all you need is a regent. You can deal with most things. Oh dear, pretty funny. Such an underarmed ship. It really is. What else is left? Anything? Guns are not firing anymore. We've got to have a little look-see at this, haven't we? But really, I think this is probably what the rest of the game is all about. It's just exploration. Go around and poke things. It makes a base kind of redundant. I mean, I got a base, obviously, anyway, just for the sake of kind of storing and having a backup, I suppose. And it's where all my auto miners are based, I suppose. But by this sort of gameplay, you're kind of just dicking about, looking for things to blow up, really. Trizari built by Escali. Shout out to Escali. Good builder, as you can see. There's a lot of content for the vanilla game, so I owe him quite a fair bit on that front, really. Oh, here we go. I'm looking for a way in. I'm wondering if there is even one. It looks like I found one. Can't get in. Do I want to, though? This is a big question. Alright, there's a flip. Oh, nice. No loot container, no reward. Ah, come on, man, really? You're kidding me! Boo! Alright, let me get to the regent here, and I'll just connect to the harvest box. And then generator. You're telling me the only loot was that, like, little power box on the outside? Alright. Boring. I'm actually not getting anything. Oh, there we go. Scarly, please, 6. Give me volley. Oh, hello. Tianlong. Holy moly, that's a big boat. Holy, that's a big boat. Oh my god, I'm still 1.9 kilometers away from it, and it looks like I'm about to crash into it. That's freaking massive. I'm sure I want to poke that one, guys. Feel like a region is not all you need for this thing. Look at that thing. Cut the chatter, Redry, right? Yeah. I think I saw an image of this in one of the patch notes. Like, just little, like, hey, look at, oh shit. Holy shit! Yeah, I don't want to poke that. Okay. Although, look at his shield compared to mine. My 2 flak turrets are literally boss. He's at 98%. I'm at 100, baby. Yeah, what you got? What you got, huh? You just got lots of missile turrets, but you can't hit shit with them. That is a big bastard. He's a big angry bastard. That's cool. I've not seen that before. So, like I said, I think I only saw an image of it in one of the patch notes once. I've never actually seen one out in the wild. Its natural habitat. Looking freaking dope, though, isn't it? Difficult to get like a closer look without attracting, obviously, unwanted incoming missile attention. Okay, now he's got a little. Got 3% of my shields. Oh, bastard. Tianlong. I don't want to kill it. I don't want to kill it, but I don't think I can do that in a regent. It's good to know that there's one here, though. I might make a note of this. Come back to it with some prior preparation. Tianlong. Accept the waypoint. Be able to find that again. Look at that. magnificent monster of a ship. Oh, he's having a little roly-poly. Yeah, that's my cue to get the feck out of here. Alright. My 2 flat cannons and 1 missile launcher will not suffice in this occasion. Not this time. Tianlong, cool. So when you do go poking these red dots on the map, just be aware that they could be Tianlongs, they could be Zirax dreadnoughts, the Taveras. And then you're gonna wish you weren't in a region. You were in something else. Anyway, so that didn't have a faction either, so we don't get a faction token for that. But there is a moon. No, this is a barren planet. My apologies. Barren planet that I don't think I've been on one of those before, so we're gonna go down there and see if we can get a token for that. We've been on a snow planet before, so I think that's it. I think there's a pirate asteroid field. We're gonna move on, and we're gonna move on towards the pink area over there, which is Tesh territory. So hopefully we can get Tesh checked off of this list here. If they're not on this list, I honestly, other than the Creel, I honestly don't know what the other ones are. But I'm sure you guys do, and you can help me out in the comments down below. Yeah, see, this is interesting and confusing at the same time. That is a legacy matter converter, but it doesn't say legacy on it. It seems to have no faction whatsoever. It's definitely got the legacy disruptor cannons, though. Holy crap. Wow. 1.4 kilometers and it's still shooting at me. My god. It looks like the old one as well. Well, the one that's been in for a while, I would say. If I remember correctly, if you shoot dead center, you just explode everything inside it with a few shots. So this guy then, I think, yeah, we just basically fly in, get shot to shit, and then just fire missiles at that bit. Holy moly, that's a lot of green crap. Now, it might have been updated, in fairness. It was very explosive. It's difficult to keep up to date with these things. Every single POI that goes under any slight change or whatever. Am I missing the thing? Is it that center bit there? My rockets don't seem to be doing anything to it at all, really. It's like barely making a dent. Oh, I know why. It's got a freaking admin core. Alright, it's only the turrets, the things that explode now. I can't make the whole thing explode, yeah, because it was so easy to kill, it was ridiculous. These freaking tiny little legacy turrets, though, are so difficult to hit. And you can see my turrets like trying to shoot through the blocks to get to it. So it's with it being now an admin core, it makes it really difficult to kill. Really difficult to kill. Your turrets aren't going to hit anything other than indestructible blocks. So you have to like manually shoot out these teeny tiny little turrets, and with your manual fires, while keeping a distance of like 500-600 meters in order to be able to dodge incoming fire, at least a little bit. It's a very boring engagement, I'll be honest. It takes a long time of going in, shooting a couple of turrets, recharging, coming out, rinse and repeat for about an hour. I think there is like, if I remember, well, unless they've changed it again, I'm not up to date on it. There's a couple of very rares in there, and that's about it. So I'm gonna move on. Not worth it. You also get tokens for visiting the homeworlds of various factions as well, it would seem. So this is the pirate home system. Look at that. That's pretty cute. Wow. This is basically nothing here. My god. There's a junkyard space. Junkyard space. Can't say I'm familiar with junkyard space. There is a... I don't know what that is. What is that? Ice moon and a barren moon. Asteroid field pirates. Right, okay. we got to check out this junkyard. Because that is not something I thought we had in the vanilla game. Gotta say, I mean, there's scrapyards in Project Eden. Never seen a junkyard sector in vanilla before. Junkyard asteroid fields are filled with lots of wrecks waiting to be salvaged. Expect hostile encounters, however. Okay, okay. Yes. There's a couple of pirate ships loitering around. More than a couple. So filled with lots of space wrecks, huh? Alright. Let's have a little look at some of them. The nearest one is right here at 3 kilometers. About to pop into view. And there is a pirate ship 3 kilometers away. Oh, that's a titanium asteroid. Never mind! Should have looked at my minimap. A lot of these wrecks look like SVs. There's one here that has got an admin core by the look of it. That one there. You can like, sort of line yourself up with some of the icons on the minimap, you see. When they turn orange, in the top right corner, it means you're heading straight for it. So we can have a look at that. There's more than just wreckages here. We got a Planet Rider wreck there. Tiny little. Really small, but this is an artifact. Can't really make it out. I think it's one of these little generator fragments that are dotted around all over the place. That. Whoops. I've arrived. Dunk. Right. Yeah, I think these are just like obscure blocks of nothing. They got little glowies on them, but I don't think there's actually anything here. There's nothing I can interact with, at least anyway. No switches, no consoles, no doors. They're all basically the same, just rotated. Yeah, okay. Random. Curious. But it's just curiosity. There's no answers we can get out. There's no riddle to be solved, no puzzle, no nothing. So it's like, look, some blocks. And move on. Alright, so one thing I've been neglecting so far is the Empyrion Pedia, which is quite useful, really, because it tells you the various factions. You've got the UCH, Talent, Xerox Empire, Polaris, Pirates Legacy, Tesh, Brotherhood, Ark, Wastelanders, and Void. Void was the one, I think. So that actually gives you the full list of factions that can be discovered. Not including, I suppose, the various Xerox Empire households. Tesh is who we're heading towards now. Not a lot is known about their origin. Legacy we should know about, and we've already had contact with in various sort of forms and stuff, so we know they don't appear in the list. And so that kind of leaves Void and UCH. And I'm not sure about either of them appearing on this list, to be honest. And so the only other thing left to do is find various different planet types that we've not found yet. And hopefully get explorer tokens from those. Well, welcome ladies and gentlemen to Tesh Space. We've finally made it. And there is a Tesh T2 array. I've discovered a new faction, the Tesh Collective. It doesn't give me an explorer token, never mind. Because they're not, I guess they're not one of these guys. So there we go. Never mind. The Tesh Collective, though, they're a funky bunch. They don't have a huge number of POIs yet, but I think they're getting more, and they've got more now than they used to have, at least anyway. So in this sector, it looks like we've got an array and 2 patrol vessels of some kind. And now last time I tried to take these guys on, everything was fine except the fact that they had absolutely no like loot or anything in them at all. There's some kind of like AI, basically they're the Empyrion equivalent of the Borg. Let's just go. They're called the Tesh Collective, for crying out loud. And they exist in diamonds and cubes. So that guy is 9 kilometers away, that guy's 7 kilometers away, and 7.3 exactly. He's running parallel to me. I do want to give that array a little bit of a poke. So you can see the kind of firepower that these things have got. And they're quite a commitment, taking them on. if you decide to. I think at this point of development, I would suggest you probably focus your efforts on the legacy instead, because then you'll actually get something back for your trouble. I could be wrong. My information is out of date. Like I said, they have had a lot of work done to them recently, so there may actually be loot in there now. But last time I did this, not a smidge, not even a basic cargo box, let alone loot boxes. Alright, I'm gonna keep an eye on these guys when my shields recharge. Now, fortunately, I don't think this array is shielded, but you're about to get a taste of some serious laserage. Hopefully my guns are up to the challenge, that's all I'd say. 800 meters out. Not a shot fired yet. Interesting. What is going on here? These things are absolutely covered in offering station services. Are you freaking kidding me right now? What? What? They just repaired my ship. Last time I came here, these guys shot me. Look at that. They are there, look. Tesh Collective. Neutral. Trading with a faction. Okay. I am genuinely shocked right now. I thought they were just the bad guys. They were just the bad guys. Like bad guys. Look at how many freaking laser cannons are on this thing. I was expecting a massive laser show of doom. Right? The last time I attacked these guys, look at these freaking things. Absolutely covered in them. These are the laser project, well, whatever they're, disruptor cannons. There's so many of them. They're everywhere. Look, they're everywhere. Everywhere. That's what I was expecting to get shot by. Neutral? They have a reputation-y thing. They're not just constantly ag with you, look. That's pretty cool. Attacking predators, you get bonuses, destroying blocks. So basically, you don't get any rep with them if you attack any other faction, for example. But killing predators in their territory is the only way to get positive faction rep with these guys, and you get 0.1 per damage point dealt. Damn. Have a little look-see inside, though. I mean, I'm happy not fighting these guys. Trust me, it is not worth it. So they got freaking cannons inside as well. I mean, there is no interior to these guys because they're like machine brains. You don't need interiors. They're all just electronic life forms. There's a console. Yeah, okay. So there we go. The Tesh. This is just one of the arrays. I think this was one of the arrays that was here before. Like, you know, this isn't like a new build or whatever. Let's go and, now that I know I don't need to shoot them, defend myself from them, as long as I don't shoot them myself and ruin my neutral status with them, they're fine. Let's go and see what the other ships look like. Here we go, look. So this is a formatter. I guess it goes around deleting things, right? Wiping them clean. Like I said, very Borgy, kind of like, you know, geometric. It's a really cool build, I gotta admit. They've done an amazing job on it. It's really cool. I can see the engines dotted around, and I can see all of those freaking laser cannons everywhere. And once again, you know, there's no interior, so they're machine minds. Okay, so there we go. That's the Tesh. Interesting bunch, but yeah, being neutral with them, I'm more than happy to be neutral with them. And you guys are probably like, well, just attack them, Spanj. Show us, show us. What do? They killed me. You know all the lasers you get from legacy ships, but they're purple. Basically, that's the Tesh. And we get an explorer token for visiting the Tesh homeworld sector, of course, which has a grand total of bugger all in it. Oh, wait, is that a planet? It is a planet! Tesh Homeworld Large. Curious to see if they have any ground-based POIs. The planets I've been on so far have none. I think they are purely space-based. Yeah, just a drone base down there. Nothing else. No ground-based stuff. They do have a pentaxid asteroid, which is odd. Holy moly, that's a big-ass base. Yeah. That's a pentaxid asteroid, alright? They've just built something around it. Holy moly. Oh, is that actual containers? Yeah, energy containers, look. All over it. And then a giant pentaxid asteroid in the middle. Absolutely, as always, bristling in freaking disruptor cannons. So many of them. Okay, so yeah, we get explorer tokens for visiting the homeworld star, the homeworld system, and the homeworld planet as well. So we would need to do that for every single faction that has a homeworld. You can see under the Empyrion Pedia, the Void, for example, we haven't seen. The Progenitors, we haven't. I don't even know if they've got a homeworld, to be honest. Wastelanders, we've been on the homeworld. Ark, we've been on the homeworld. Brotherhood of Far, we've been on the homeworld. The Tesh Collective, we have. Legacy, no. Pirates, yes. Although we didn't go down onto the planet. There wasn't a planet, but there was a pirate asteroid field. I don't know if that counts. Polaris, Xerax, Talon. If such a homeworld exists for the Talon. You know, I don't know. And the UCH. So there's potentially a bunch more Explorer tokens available for us to find in touring home systems. I know that Polaris have one, and I know that obviously the Xerax have one. So once you've got a bunch of Explorer tokens, or all the ones that you're willing to go and get, or whatever, you need to find a galactic information network. I've done this before in this series, but we know that from before, we actually get a fair old amount of stuff out of this. Let me get the loot box connected here, because we have a look at the Explorers Guild reward info, and we've managed to get the epic booster set. So we managed to get 21. Now I got 16 on me, so I'm definitely going to get the HV upgrade kit, and I should be able to get the CV detector with a 100-kilometer space detection range. I really like the epic warp drive upgrade kit, 150 light year bonus, and of course if you get all of them, 56 of the damn things, you get the full-on no CPU advanced core. So let's go ahead and turn them in though anyway. So Explorer Guild, redeem tokens. Rank unlocked 28, claim reward. Detector, thank you. Redeem tokens. Rank unlocked 35, detector CV, claim rewards, detector, thank you. Redeem tokens. Rank unlocked 42. Apparently I claimed a lot more tokens than I thought I had. Claim rewards, warp drive epic. Thank you very much. So your current rank is 43, which means I've got 9 more tokens to find. Wait, that's more than 9, isn't it? That's 7 plus 6. That is 13. 13 more tokens to find. And then I'll be good. So, got all rewards. Alright. That was fun, wasn't it? So, how do we use these then? Used for upgrading a detector HV to its epic variant. Deconstructing an epic device will only return its upgrade kit. Oh, right. Interesting. Interesting. So, detector. Now, let's go out and see if we can then upgrade this stuff on my ship. Problem is with the HV detector is it's buried somewhere in there, and I think the detector inside the Tri-Fire is also buried somewhere, and I'm not sure where it is. I'd have to use the little feature, find the detector, and do show on HUD. And it should give me a marker. Should being the operative word. It's up there. It's up there. Look. Above this block here. So let me take this block out. There it is. Then say upgrade. Bingo. I've upgraded my detector to a epic version. And then I just need to put this block back. And then retexture it and everything will be fine. Okay, let's do the CV one then. That's on the roof of this ship. Up through the roof hatch, and then there it is. Detector to epic detector. Does that F with my CPU though? Oh, I'm fine. I've got like 10 million to play, 7 million to play with. All good. And then the warp drive. And into engineering. Warp drive is nice and accessible. There it is. Epic warp drive. Epic warp drive engaged. And that doesn't really seem to affect CPU at all that much. So that means we now have a 150 light year jump range. That is delicious. Absolutely delicious. That is probably going to tank our freaking pentaxid like crazy. Let's have a look. Our pentaxid at the moment is nice. I would categorize that as nice. Let's go and experience our 150 light year jump range. We are here at Balu Beta, the Polaris homeworld. 150 light years away. Let's see, is... Oh, well, 80 light years away is the Creel homeworld. Lock target. 80 light years. No problem. Bingo! Another Explorer token. I did say that you get one for the sector, the sun, the sector, and the planet. I was wrong. You only get one for the sun. So while it does add more stuff to the Empyrion Pedia by going to their home sectors and stuff, it doesn't actually give you an Explorer token. My mistake. And there we go. We've discovered new faction, Creel Empire, but we still only have that one Explorer token. And all it does is add more stuff to the Creel Empire Empyrion Pedia. Now, as far as I'm aware, we should be neutral. Oh no, we're unfriendly. I was like, we should be neutral? No, definitely not neutral. We're going to need to go away now. How far can we push this drive of ours? Can we get to the Xerax homeworld from it? What are we up to? 120 light years? 130? 132? 154. Where is the... Oh, there it is. 138. Let's go! Smashing. And we get another Explorer token for the Xerax Empire homeworld. Bingo. There we go. Look at that. Absolutely warping about the galaxy like a badass now. Xerax homeworld is over there. Ooh, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. But let's give it a go. Welcome to the Xerax core sector. We use our amazing detector and we detect everything. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of stuff and it's level 10 and it's scary and there's a lot of it and it's level 10. Did I mention it was level 10? There's a lot of level 10. Mooly 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 mooly. How many Taviras are in this sector, do you think? I think there's quite a few. And I'm flying around in a luxury cruiser with a hot tub. Don't worry about it. Everything will be fine. And there we go. We are on the Xerax home planet. It's lovely. I didn't expect the Xerax to be on a beautiful swamp planet. And the frickin' Polaris to be on some barren nightmare hellscape. I thought it would be the other way around. There's also a lot less Xerax stuff here than I thought it would be. Maybe I'm on the dark side of the planet in terms of POIs. You get to discover the Surdu faction though of the House Xerax. While we're here. Monastery. Alright. 7 monastery. How about it, boys? Does you know if you're actually hitting anything? It does actually look like you are. Remarkable. Surdu! Yeah, funnily enough, we're hostile with them. Hostile with all of them. Everybody's hostile. We're all hostile. Have a little look around, shall we? Oh, I don't like that. I know what that noise is. Other faction. Well, well, well. Well, oh. They're level 7. They got a lot of hit points. Got a lot of hit points. This is weird. I hear horrors, I hear overseers. This place is just weird. What is this? There's some loot containers up there. Ow! So rude. I'm glad they can't open their own doors though. That helps me a lot. That was close. Nearly got shotgunned. Hearing these things. I think I remember this place now. Got an underground bit, hasn't it? It's like a sacrificial chamber or some shit. Hi. Ow. As previously stated. Ah! There's a sneaky boy trying to trap me, I see. Shoot the overseer in the leg. Oh my god, the hitboxes. The hitboxes are horrendous. Hi. Hello. Another faction. Blep. Blep. Oh, this is a fun room. Oh! Well, hello there. Kablamo. My now. I feel like if I go down there, I'll die. Is there no other way down there? Maybe it's the other way. I went straight past it, perhaps. Or is it like a trap door? Like right here? No? Alright. Oh, here we go. There's down. Where are they all? Are they in here? Oh, I heard you two. I guess I killed the overseers then. And there we go. On Surdu Monastery. It's just a bit weird. And on that weird note, it is time to end today's episode. I think we've done pretty well today. That is how to get the Explorer tokens, which we kind of already knew, but I wanted to cover it again and sort of focus down on them a bit, because we've reached that sort of part of the game now where it is just a case of wandering around and seeing what the hell's out here. And apparently really weird Xerax POIs exist on the homeworld, so there's that. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed Thank you very much for watching. And hopefully, I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.